Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm going to be giving you 4 reasons why you should probably start off as an over-the-road truck driver. So if you just got your CDL license and now you want to make all this money and you want to start your career, a lot of people are thinking, where should I start? Should I become a local driver, which means I'm home every day, a regional driver, which means I'm home every couple of weeks, or an over-the-road driver, which means I get to travel the entire country? Which way is going to be the best way to go? In this video, I'm going to give you 4 reasons why it probably most likely the best thing to do is going to be become an over-the-road driver. The first thing on our list of why you should become an over-the-road driver is going to be the exposure to new situations itself. So becoming an over-the-road driver, you're truly driving across the country. And one of the cool things about driving in this country, it is so big and it's got so many different things to offer. So for instance, when you're on the West Coast, you're going to see a lot more dryness and kind of more mountainy. When you're on the East Coast, you might see some wetness going on, especially in the snow in the Northeast, right? You're going to see Texas, you're going to see deserts and everything in between. So in other parts of the world where you got to go across different continents to get all the different things that we here offer as a country is pretty amazing thing to do. That being said, when you're a brand new driver, experience is one of the most important things that you should have, because one of the challenges that you're going to have as a brand new driver is not having enough experience. So that means you might apply to jobs who are not willing to hire you simply because you don't know what you're doing yet. Just because you have a CDL license does not mean that you're a professional truck driver. We tell our students this all the time. Our job is not to make you a professional, because that happens over years. Our job is to get you ready to pass the CDL road test, so then you can start your profession. That being said, becoming an over-the-road truck driver is probably one of the quickest ways where you can get the most amount of skill set and the most amount of different experiences in a short amount of time. Like I said, you're going to be going through all different weather conditions, all different climate conditions, going up mountains, down mountains. And if you can prove to most people out there that you can last 1 to 2 years in the industry, especially when it comes to over the road, now you're considered an experienced driver. And you don't have to wait 5-10 years like other industries do have. You will have a whole bunch of experience where companies will be begging you. Number 2 reason why you should actually start off driving as an over-the-road driver is it's a lot easier to get hired. Now, why is that the case? Over-the-road companies are usually bigger companies. You're talking about companies like Swift and Schneider and Warner. And because they're so big, one of the main needs that they do have is making sure that there's enough drivers to supply all the demand that they do have. That being said, countrywide, there's currently about an 80,000 driver shortage, which is a huge amount of drivers that are needed to fulfill in positions. So these big companies have this big problem, which means that now they've created whole systems and processes to bring on brand new drivers, to orientate them, to train them up, so then they can actually start driving on the trucks for themselves. Because a lot of the issues that people are going to be having when it comes to getting a CDL license, if they don't go to the proper school, is going to be, hey, you're going to be constantly hearing, hey, I can't hire you, the insurance is going to be too high, hey, I can't hire you, don't have enough experience. And you're frustrated because you just spent all this money, all this time, all this effort to get your CDL license, and now all of a sudden it feels like you can't do anything with it. Now, there's 2 ways around that. Way number 1 is going to be becoming over-the-road driver. So those bigger companies, they don't have to listen to different insurance companies because they're big enough to be their own insurance company. It's called self-insured. And the way that they feel comfortable on making sure that you're able to work for them, even if you have no experience, is they're going to put you through their own training program. Every company is going to be a little bit different, but pretty much the way it looks is they're going to ship you over to their headquarters or their training facility. They're going to show you all the different orientation processes that they need, how to handle paperwork, how to get onboarded as an employee, and then they'll walk you through a few different tests on skills to see where level you're at, and then they'll train you up to make sure that you're comfortable. From there, they're probably going to put you in a team driving situation, which means you and another driver are going to be inside of a truck together. That other driver is going to be a trainer driver for a short amount of time to make sure that you do feel comfortable and that the company feels comfortable with you giving you your own truck. And then after that, you're able to actually drive a truck for yourself and then have your experience get started. Now, the other way that you can actually help yourself out when it comes to finding work right out of school is going to the best truck driving school in the country. Here at Driving Academy, we offer lifetime job placement with all of our programs. So there's a bunch of companies all over the place always calling us and begging us for more drivers simply because they love the quality of training that we offer them. They're always saying, whoa, I have Johnny from your company and he actually is one of the best drivers that we have. Do you have any other guys like Johnny, as an example? That being said, we have business opportunities available or job opportunities for all 3 sectors of the market. So we have local jobs that you can get hired right out of school, regional jobs, and over-the-road jobs. So you're not going to be limited. So if you did not come to the best truck driving school in the country, becoming an over-the-road driver might be the only option for you and the best option. However, if you did come to the best truck driving school in the entire country, you will have a whole lot more options to choose from when it comes to job placement itself. Number 3 reason why you should probably start off as an over-the-road driver is going to be better pay. So when you look at the 3 different sectors, you're going to have local, which means you get paid by the hour, regional, you get paid by the mile, and then over the road, you also get paid by the mile. Now, by the hour, if you can find a local job, if you didn't go to a reputable school, it's going to be very difficult. But by the hour, you're only going to be limited on how many hours you can work per day. By the mile, however, depends on what kind of driving you're doing and how efficient you are by the mile, and you can make a whole lot more money doing it. So over the road means that you're going to be driving across the country, and that means you're going to be driving a whole lot more miles. That being said, that's why it's going to be a lot better paid to get started, especially if you have no experience. Because when you have zero experience getting started in this industry, it's a lot harder for a company to kind of trust you with these big pieces of equipment and still pay you at the same time. The main reason is the higher risk you are, the more money they have to pay on the insurance, which means if they're paying more money on the insurance, that means they can afford to pay you less, because at the end of the day, they still have to pay their bills and still have to make a profit to keep the company alive. That being said, the next question is, well, Jonathan, how long do I have to be an over-the-road driver for? So if you want to kind of go as soon as possible, a lot of companies, the first kind of benchmark is going to be you have at least 6 months experience. Now, if you can show them 6 months of dedicated over the road with thousands and thousands and thousands of miles underneath your belt with zero accidents, it's a lot easier to open up a lot more doors. 1 year, you're able to open up a whole lot more doors. And then in 2 years, you're able to open up every single door, because a 2-year driver who has experience, especially if it's over the road, are probably one of the most valuable drivers in the marketplace, especially if you have no accidents at all. So that's why understanding getting a CDL license will change your life for now and even more in the future. You're not going to get rich right away, just like anything else, but you're definitely going to get rich for sure, as long as you stick with it. I mean, just think about the job that you're in now. How long did you have to stay in the position that you're in before somebody even offered you another position or somebody moved you forward? All we're asking for is 2 years of hard, dedicated work, especially if you want to go with over the road. And after that, you can write your own ticket however you want. And you're also going to get paid a really good amount of salary throughout this entire time. Let's kind of put some real numbers behind it. So an average starting salary for a brand new driver, you're talking $55,000 to $65,000 per year. That's more than the average American is making currently in this country. Now, once you have about a year experience, very easy to get to that $75,000 range. 2 years experience, you're talking 80 to 85, maybe 100, depending on what you're working at. So there's a whole lot of opportunity out there, and you can build up your income very, very quickly and become a 6-figure earner just in 2 to 3 years of actual driving a truck for yourself. And if you want to make even more money, the next step would be to purchase your own truck and become your own boss. And we can help you out with that as well. Now, this can all start by being an over-the-road driver and getting all this experience underneath your belt, so you have built a great foundation for the rest of your career. And the 4th and final reason why you should start off your career as being an over-the-road driver is going to be the job security aspect of it. Imagine if you never have to worry about getting laid off again, like a lot of people think it's going to be turning. A lot of people might just lose their jobs and they have no control over it. Now, the cool thing about being an over-the-road driver especially is that the actual turnover ratio, which means people who get laid off, is extremely low. And now think about it in the worst of times when everybody couldn't work. During COVID, truck drivers were still getting paid, especially over-the-road drivers never lost their job. So because it is such a high-in-demand job out there, it's going to be very, very difficult to get laid off or get fired, especially if you're doing the right thing. Now, here at Driving Academy, we give you the foundation that you need to become a professional driver. We make sure that you have all the skills and tools that you need to make sure that you have a career that's going to last a lifetime. Now, it's your job to make sure that you keep that career for as long as you want. So the fact that the security that you're going to have, where you know that that paycheck's going to be coming in every single day, you don't have to worry about. Now, imagine how well you're going to sleep at night, understanding that your paycheck's going to be coming in every single week and there is no fear of job loss at all, because when it comes to trucking, you are secure. It's probably one of the most secure jobs in the entire country. So if you're somebody who's kind of been let go of other jobs, or kind of that company has closed up and has nothing to do with what you've done, get your CDL license, because it's one of the best options that you can do for yourself, your family, and the security of your future. So I hope that this helped you out. These were 4 reasons on why you should actually become a over-the-road driver first and foremost once you get your CDL license. If you don't have your license yet, I invite you to come to the best truck driving school in the entire country. We have locations that are planning to open up nationwide. Check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com for more information. And if you don't find a location near you, check out our our Linden facility in New Jersey, we're able to help out students nationwide. We have programs that are open up 7 days a week, so you get to pick your own schedule. All you need is $500 down to get started, and we also offer what we call guaranteed training courses that give you over 100 hours of training plus unlimited tries at the road test itself. So if you want to be secure to get your CDL license, check out our website, cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, cdldrivingacademy.com. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. It's really going to help us out. Click on that button. And if you want to continue yourself on your road to freedom, here's more videos to watch. There's endless amounts. Hopefully we get to see each other one day very soon. Thanks.